remember is that the square of the... Cynthia? Cynthia!
Cathy, I need your opinion. Your frank and honest opinion. What do you think of Doug Bailey?
Well, frankly and honestly, I think he's dull, boring, and completely impossible.
You're right. He never paid any attention to me either.
That's not the point.
Hey, something new's been added.
Exchange student program.
Wonder who we can exchange for him.
Aye, that would be exciting. Buenos Aires is the Paris of South America.
And maracas in the moonlight.
Flamencos to a mad guitar.
Dawn over the Andes.
And I understand there are 4 men to every woman.
That'd be heaven if a girl only got half her share.
It certainly sounds exciting.
Cathy, do you suppose... No, my family'd never let me go. Hey, but you could go.
Oh, I'm afraid my family wouldn't let me go either.
Well, they're in England.
No, I mean my family here.
Aren't you a little bit confused? The Lanes aren't your family.
Well, they certainly think of me as one of their own, and they wouldn't let me go any more than they'd let Patty go.
Oh, Cathy, don't be ridiculous. Of course they would. I mean, you're just a visitor.
Cynthia, that's silly.
Huh? One way to find out. Ask them.
I have a good mind to do that just to prove you're wrong.
I dare you to try it. You'll see I'm right. You know, my grandfather has a saying. After a few days, fish and visitors start to spoil.
Meet Cathy, who lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair. But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day.
Where Cathy adores a minuet,
the ballet russe and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, the hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, stand you apart. They laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are 2 of a kind.
Be ready in a couple of minutes, Ross.
You said that an hour ago.
Well, I had a little trouble with the fire going out.
You know, if we'd done these in the kitchen on the broiler, we'd be finished eating by now.
You're the only kid I know who doesn't like charcoal broiled steaks.
Dad, it's the space age. Why put up with Stone Age cooking?
Steaks on! All right, everybody, let's go. Steaks on.
Coming, Sergeant.
Okay, now let's see. Natalie, medium well. Ross, well done. How do you eat them that way? And Cathy, charred on the outside, pink in the middle.
Thank you, Uncle Martin. You never forget, do you?
Oh, why would I forget, honey? You've been here long enough. See now, Patty and the chef, both medium.
Thanks, Papa.
Not well done enough.
Have you ever tried charcoal broiled charcoal?
Mine's perfect, Martin.
Mine, too.
How's yours, Kath?
Oh, fine, Uncle Martin. Thank you. What's the matter, Cathy? You're like in another world. Nothing, Patty. I was just thinking. About what? Well, I really don't know quite how to say this.
Well, you know, there's nothing you can't tell us.
I know, but I wouldn't want you to misunderstand.
Well, the suspense is killing me, Cathy. What is it?
Well, I may have an opportunity to get an exchange scholarship. A scholarship? Where? Argentina.
Argentina?
Why would you want to go to Argentina? Well, I understand Buenos Aires is very exciting, like Rome or Madrid.
Yes, I've heard it's a very cosmopolitan city.
You mean too sophisticated?
Oh, well, not for you, honey. You've lived in big cities before.
Yeah, but Cathy'd be all alone down there. Not really, Patty. They'd put me with an Argentine family.
But they'd be strangers. You wouldn't know anyone.
Well, now, when Cathy came here, we were all strangers, too.
I never considered you strangers. Cathy, do you know how far Argentina is?
I know.
You mean too far for me to go?
Of course it's not too far.
Are you kidding, Papa?
Now, just a minute, everybody. Look, there's an atlas on my desk. Cathy, would you get it, and we'll find out exactly how far it is.
You don't need an atlas. I can tell you exactly how... Oh!
I'm sure you can.
My shin.
Oh, I'm sorry. understand, but this is a big opportunity for Cathy, but she's got a conflict about it because she thinks we don't want her to go.
Well, she's right. If Cathy leaves, I'll be devastated.
It would be like losing my own daughter.
Who'll help me with my homework?
Now, wait a minute. In the first place, she's not going yet. She's just thinking about it. And in the second place, if we're going to be fair to Cathy, we've got to let her decide this by herself. Don't you see that?
I don't think
She
she
can't
should
do this to me.
Martin.
I don't care about being fair.
Now, hold on. You just don't seem to understand. It's hard enough for Cathy to make a decision like this without your making it any harder.
What are we supposed to do, be cheerful?
Exactly. That's what I want you to do. Be cheerful. In fact, we've got to convince her that we're happier about this than she is, no matter how we feel. Now,
I can't believe how far Argentina is. 5,300 miles.
well, that's only 10 or 11 hours by plane.
Yeah, sometimes it takes us that long to get across town.
I'll get it.
Well, as long as nobody minds my going,
You know we'll miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Well, you can come and visit us on your vacations.
Yes, I suppose so.
Let's face it, Kath, this is too big an opportunity for you to pass up.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
It's for you, Cap. Cynthia.
Well, how did we do?
Well, not bad. But we're going to have to do even better if we're going to convince her.
You won't believe this, Cynthia. Not only didn't they object to my leaving, they actually seemed quite cheerful about it. Yes, they didn't object at all. Isn't that wonderful? Well, of course. Oh, yes, I'm just so miserable I could die. Well, I thought they'd put up a little fuss. Oh, what can I do? I'll just go right downtown tomorrow after school and fill out an application. Well, of course I'll miss them, but we'll write. And you know something else, Cynthia? Your grandfather was right about visitors and fish. Hello,
Hi,
I'm Cathy Lane.
I'm Colette Dayute.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you. Are you going to Argentina?
Possibly. Are you?
Uh-huh, it's sort of a prize.
Oh, really? What for?
I won the Miss Teenage America contest.
Oh, well, congratulations. Tell me, did you have much trouble getting your parents' permission to go?
Oh, I'll say, for a while I didn't think they were going to let me. What a fuss they put up.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Cathy Lane?
Excuse me.
You certainly have a very good record.
Thank you. I'm going to love going to your country.
I think you will like Argentina.
Oh, I'm sure I'll love it. I've always wanted to go to Buenos Aires. The music, the fiestas.
Well, perhaps someday you will.
Someday?
What would be the point of sending you to Buenos Aires? It would be like sending you to Paris or Rome.
Is that bad?
No. But the purpose of this program is for you to absorb some of our native culture, our customs. You are going to Fin del Mundo.
Fin del Mundo? Where is that?
It's a small village high in the Andes, very colorful.
And very isolated.
Oh, very. You'll find it an ideal place to study. No distractions.
And no boy. I mean, no distractions at all.
Of course, Fin del Mundo has its boys. Fine boys in whose veins the blood of the conquistadores still boils.
Even at that altitude?
But naturally, your chaperone will be with you night and day to make sure they do not harm you.
Naturally.
Would you fill this in, please?
We gotta find something out about that place or she won't go there.
Listen to this. Argentina has some of the most colorful fiestas in South America.
That's not the kind of thing we're looking for. And will you please stop eating those potato chips and concentrate?
I'm using them to keep my place.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
This is about the courtship customs down there.
Yeah? Any pictures?
All I know is Cathy better watch her step. She gets A in math and science, but when it comes to men, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, but you got an A in biology, too.
So she can dissect a frog. What's biology got to do with men? Pretty complicated. Listen. When a girl wishes to show that she is single and available, she places a rose behind her right ear. If she places it behind her left ear...
She's available, but not single.
It means she's single, available, and interested. Now, if she drops the rose when she passes a boy, it means she's...
A Butterfinger.
It means she's attracted to the boy and would welcome in advance. Oh, boy, I think Cathy's going to be in big trouble down there.
I don't think so.
Why not?
She's allergic to roses.
Ross, will you fill your mouth with potato chips and keep reading?
Oh, hello, Martin.
Oh, hello, Martin. Whatever happened to the mad gay blonde who used to smother me with kisses at the door?
I'm sorry, dear. I guess I just haven't felt too gay since Cathy decided to leave us. Gee, do you remember how frightened and shy she was when she first came to us? My heart went out to her.
Oh, I know how you feel, Nat. I love her, too, but this is something that she wants to do. This is something that's very important to her. We can't hold her back.
We got something that's gonna put out the fire.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever happened to hello, Dad, how's your game?
I'm sorry, Papa, but this is important. Listen, go ahead, Ross, read it.
Ross, why do you insist on using potato chips as bookmarks?
Listen, in some South American countries, the average lifespan of the native population is a mere 32 years.
Very interesting.
Papa, interesting. Don't you realize that Cathy's gonna be cut down in the prime of her life and it's gonna be our fault? Okay, look, if that doesn't impress you, listen to this. Quite often in South America, young girls are betrothed at the ages of 9 and 10 and married by the time they are 12 or 13.
Are the two of you really worried about Cathy's getting married?
Of course not. I'm worried about her being an old maid. By the time she gets there, all the 9 and 10-year-olds will be taken.
And just what do you intend to do with this choice bit of information?
Tell Cathy, of course.
Oh, no, you won't.
Papa, when a person runs across a choice piece of information like this, it's her duty to speak up.
And now, look, the two of you, just sit down over here for a minute. Have a little talk about this. Now, look, both of you love Cathy, right?
Of course we
Right.
do.
Well, now, then you certainly don't want to be millstones around her neck, do you?
No, sir.
All right. Now, Patty, one thing you're not is selfish. I mean, you're always giving your time to other people, extending yourself for them. Can you do less for Cathy?
No, Papa, I guess not.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm just as unselfish as she is.
Of course you are. Now, here's the point. So far, we've done a pretty good job of convincing Cathy that she's free to go. But as the time for her to leave gets nearer, her doubts are going to get more intense. So we have to step up our efforts to make her feel that we're pleased she's going, that we're delighted, in fact.
You mean we have to bend over backwards to convince her?
Exactly.
Okay.
Good. How about you, son?
Well, I sure don't want to be a millstone.
That's my boy.
What's a millstone?
Hi, Cathy.
Hello, Uncle Martin.
Did you get your application filled out?
Yes, but you'll have to sign it to make it official.
Oh, what'd they say about your chances?
Very good.
Marvelous.
Uncle Martin.
Hmm?
If you've changed your mind, it's not too late.
Changed my mind about what?
About my going.
Oh, of course not. I tell you, let me have the application. I'll sign it right now.
Uncle Martin? I'm not going to Buenos Aires, you know.
You're not?
No, I'm going to a little town called Fin del Mundo.
Oh, uh-huh.
It's actually not a town, it's a village. Do you know what Fin del Mundo means?
Oh, let's see. I used to be pretty good at Spanish. Fin means,
End.
end, right? And mundo means...
World.
End of the world. Gee, it sounds pretty isolated.
Oh, it is. It's way up in the mountains.
Ah, that's wonderful, because that's the way you get the real feel of the country.
Nobody speaks English.
Perfect. You know that's the only way to learn a foreign language. All right, there you are, honey. You should be pretty excited.
Oh, yes, I am. Terribly.
Hello, Cathy.
Hello, Aunt Natalie.
What's new?
Uncle Martin just signed my application for the scholarship.
Oh. How does it look?
Very encouraging.
Oh, marvelous.
Aunt Natalie.
Yes?
You shouldn't be doing that. It's my job.
Well, as long as you're leaving us, I better get used to doing it again.
Now, if my leaving is going to cause you any extra work, I won't go.
Oh, nonsense, dear. As a matter of fact, with one less person in the house, there'll be less work for me.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hey, Cat. Come here a minute.
Yes, Ross, what is it?
Well, I don't want to get emotional about this, but we've been pretty close, haven't we?
Of course we have.
I mean, anything you want me to do, I'll do, right?
Well, yes, and the same goes for me. And, Ross, you know I'd do anything you want me not to go, to do.
You're definitely going to Argentina, aren't you?
I suppose, so far. Why?
I don't know if I should ask you this. It's awful big.
Is it about my going to Argentina?
Yeah.
Ross, ask.
Well, when you go, would you ask Dad if Patty and me can split your allowance?
Patty, are you in there? Yeah, Cass, can you squeeze through? Patty, what's happened to this place? Oh, I didn't think you'd notice. What? Oh, what is all this? Oh, I just redecorated. Redecorated? Yeah. I figure since I'm going to be here alone, I can really spread out. Would you like a soda? No, thank you. How about an ice cream cone with sprinkles? Patty, you never told me I was in the way.
Well, you're not in the way, Cathy. I've enjoyed crowding myself into this room to share it with you.
I crowded you? Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. I thought we were like sisters. Well, closer than sisters. But you want to go to Argentina, don't you? Patty, what if I... Yeah? Nothing. Cathy, do you really... What, Patty? Nothing.
Dinner's ready, kids.
What were you going to say? Nothing, Kath. I know you'll love Argentina.
Anything besides bills, Kath?
Yes, notice to report from my medical examination.
Yeah, that's the last step before Argentina, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, as healthy as you are, the only thing that could stop you is an attack of gout.
Gout? That's ridiculous. You're too young.
Oh, really? Then perhaps I should tell you what happened when I got up this morning. I had a terrible crick in my back.
Right here?
That's the spot.
Me too. Sure hurts, doesn't it?
Yes.
You ever get a pain back here?
All the time.
What do you do for it?
Nothing.
That's the best thing. You'll have to live with it. Now, back to your medical history. Have you ever had the measles?
Yes.
Mumps?
Yes.
Whooping cough?
Yes.
Chicken pox?
Yes.
Beriberi?
Yes, yes.
Scurvy?
Yes.
Ishimoto syndrome?
Yes.
Well, that's all there is. You've had every disease there is on the list.
Oh, my. Does that eliminate me?
Oh, no. With your medical history, you should be immune to anything.
Splendid. Well, what?
When do we start the countdown?
Not for a couple of days. They'll send the official letter to Uncle Martin.
Oh, are you sure you passed?
Well, of course I passed. I've never been sick a day in my life.
Gee, that's tough.
You mean you don't want me to go?
Cathy, I hope you make out better in Spanish than you have in English. Tough means great.
Oh, I see.
Boy, you must be thrilled about passing, huh?
Oh, yes, yes. As a matter of fact, it's the toughest thing that's ever happened to me.
Martin!
On my way. What is it?
It's from the exchange program.
Oh, boy.
You don't suppose we could burn it?
Don't tempt me. Dear Mr. Lane, we regret to inform you that your niece, Catherine, has been rejected for the exchange student program.
Martin.
Her medical history shows a background of pellagra and...
Pellagra?
I never knew she had pellagra.
Martin, you're not going to believe this, but Cathy has never had pellagra.
You sure?
Of course I know her medical history like a book. Don't you see? She made it up.
Why?
Because she's got a bad case of you don't love me anymore.
Do you mean that all this time we've been trying to convince her that she was free to go? She's been trying to get us to...
Say that we love her too much to let her go.
That was marvelous.
Thank you, dear.
Hey, Dad, you want to hear a great riddle?
Sure.
What's green and flat and has 4 red wheels?
Our front lawn. You lied about the red wheels.
Kill that, Patty.
You have 2 choices for dessert, pie or coffee cake.
I certainly will miss your coffee cake, Aunt Natalie.
Yeah, but with all that coffee down there, they must have some coffee cake.
Ross, you've got the wrong country. Coffee comes from Brazil. I'm going to Argentina.
Oh, Kath.
Yes, Uncle Martin?
I hate to disappoint you, Cathy, but you're not going to Argentina.
What? You mean that, Papa?
No kidding?
Why not, Uncle Martin?
For a very simple reason. Because we'd all miss you too much.
He's
Sounds
right,
to be empty
dear.
without you.
Well, I was looking forward to it.
Well, I'm sorry about that, honey, but you mean too much to us.
You mean you won't let me go?
I absolutely forbid it.
Uncle Martin, you're not serious.
I am.
Isn't that being a bit selfish?
It is.
You're asking me to give up a marvelous opportunity.
I know it.
But you have no idea how I was looking forward to it.
Well, now, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm being pig-headed about it,
No, Uncle Martin, you've every right to be wrong and pig-headed. I mean, you're right. If you don't want me to go to Argentina, I'll make the sacrifice.
Good. Well, now that that's settled, how about dessert?
You have only to ask. What would you like?
I think I'll have a piece of pie.
Cake for me.
It's a celebration. I'll take both.
Cathy?
Nothing for me, thank you. I've had my dessert. What's going on?
I was just watching Doug Bailey, that dream.
Oh, really, Patty?
I think he's going to ask me for a date. He never stopped watching me all during history.
I think Doug Bailey is a perfect drop.
That's drip.
Well, either way, I wouldn't go out with him if he were the last person in the world.
Nobody's asking you to.
Hi, girls.
Hi, Doug. Hello, Doug.
Hey, Cathy, you doing anything right now?
No, why?
I thought maybe we'd go over to the malt shop and get a soda.
I'd love to, Doug.
Terrific.
See you later, Patty.
Bye, Pat.
How do you like that? If I kept my big mouth shut, she'd be in Argentina by now.
Here's Cathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. The Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike. and talk a lot.